Hello and welcome. You're watching the SABC News Channel, independent and impartial. I'm Peter Ndoro. Thank you very much for joining us. This is SA Today. Right now, Gauteng Premier David Makhura met with the Alexandra shutdown committee in the Johannesburg township to address issues related to the community's protests. This meeting comes just days after the Alex community took to the streets to demand the presence of Joburg Mayor Herman Mashaba to accept their memorandum, which addressed issues relating to the lack of service delivery, escalating crime and the shortage of housing. Our reporter Maageketla Mohlabe has been following this story, and he joins us now to unpack it. Thanks very much for joining us. It's been quite a journey watching this unfold, and I saw some images this morning transposing Santon's skyline and across the highway, that of Alexandra Township, and I guess this is what's getting people tense, I guess. Absolutely. In fact, when I spoke to one of the members of the shutdown committee, obviously making a huge comparison between the Alex that we see, the lower houses that we see, as well as that skyline flats or houses that we see in Santon, and of course saying that this is a clear indication of inequality in the country. But of course their story is quite different. I mean, this is a story of the residents of Alex that they've been protesting since last week Wednesday, calling on Mayor Herman Mashaba to come and address them. And of course, we saw the march yesterday from Alex to Santon, where they said that they wanted to submit a memorandum of concerns. And suddenly, of course, they changed to say that we want Mayor himself to come and get this memorandum. He's no longer welcome now, Mayor Mashaba. But so tell us what happened today, because I believe the Premier showed up. Of course, the Premier eventually showed up just after 10, and of course he had a behind closed doors meeting with the Alexandra shutdown committee, in which we understand that they told him all the issues that they are facing in Alexandra. And of course, as we've already mentioned, the issues of the mushrooming of shacks, the issues of the mushrooming of illegal structures in Alex. On the other side, the issue of service delivery, because I can tell you that when we drove around the streets of Alex, we saw uncollected rubbish. We saw a lot of streets flowing with water, or should I say raw sewage, because that's what they're saying that it's been affecting them throughout the weeks. But again, the issue of more especially the elderly people still living in shacks, and these are the elderly people that tell us that they've been voting since 1994. They've never skipped any national or provincial election year, and this is going to be their 6th year to vote. But things are not changing. So we posed a question to Human Settlement in Gauteng, the MEC, the Hamuida, in terms of how does he respond to those people that are saying that we have been applying for RDP houses since 1996, but here we're still living with children, 7 of them under the same roof of a shack. So, but this is what he had to say about the situation.
Settlement is working together with the private sector. One land is massive land owned by Wits University. It's called Frankenwald. Another one is owned by private sector. It's called Alex City, just next to the Alexandra train station. The other one is Linksfield. These projects, all of them are under advanced planning stages, and hopefully the city of Johannesburg will approve the townships as they should, because it's their function. Once those townships have been approved, Human Settlement Development Grant will be dedicated to these 3 major mega cities that will be constructed in the adjacent areas of Alexandra. We want to use that to decant the people of Alexandra into these new developments.
All right, so that's a view from government, but you also had an opportunity to engage with community leaders that were listening to all of this. Of course, community leaders said that they welcomed the visit by Premier David Makhura today, and I think you could see some sense of relief when they spoke to the media today and saying that we hope that our issues will now be addressed. Remember that
this memorandum is now in the hands of Premier David Makhura instead of being in the hands of Herman Mashaba. As we mentioned, they always wanted him to get this memorandum, but he has been, he has not been showing up. So what they said is that we hope that the president, when he comes on Thursday, because we get the message that he will be going to Alex on Thursday to address these issues, they're saying that they hope that he will come with resolutions, and obviously they hope that these issues that they've mentioned will be resolved urgently, because for years now there hasn't been any response. Their pleas, according to them, have been ignored for many years. I've mentioned the issue of shacks, mushrooming as well in Alex, but of course we have to hear from them, and this is what they have to say about this situation.
We note with interest the issues that we raised with the Premier. We've handed out our issues to the Premier. We hope something will be done regarding our issues. For now, regarding the shutdown movement, we are carrying on with the peaceful protest up until Thursday when the President visits Alexandra. From then on, we'll deliberate with our community members in terms of going forward. Currently, that's where we are. From now on, we'll be going back to our community, updating them on their visit from the Premier, and then we'll take it forward.
We remain resolute as the community of Alexandra. We still want change. If it's an intergovernmental thing that's going to assist us, then let it be. Can they come to the ground, engage our issues so that they can actually be reflective of the society that they're leading right now? Because we find ourselves in a situation where we have the mayor and the premier, and ultimately it's going to be the president politicking about our issues, not forgetting that our problems are beyond that. We need direct and practical resolutions to actually bring stop to the current conditions of Alexandra and actually bring back the dignity of Alexandra.
So one of the community leaders there talking about politicking and wanting it to end, but one can't help get a sense that there is some political forces and motivations overshadowing this situation.
Of course, I mean, throughout the protest since actually Wednesday last week, we had of allegations that this could be politically motivated protest, because you saw what councillors from the ANC of course being part of that particular protest, and of course we spoke to them now and then and asking them, are you sure that these allegations could be true? And of course what they're saying is that no, we are just here to support the people on the ground. Even David Makhura himself today, he said that, listen, this has got nothing to do with politics. On the other side, he says that DA seems to be running out of ideas in terms of governing the city. But again, Mayor Herman Mashaba had his own press conference today, and in that press conference he actually said that he believes that the ANC in Gauteng is on a course to sabotage this current administration. Now he says he has launched an investigation into that Alex renewal project as well as that protest. So it just really remains to be seen what's going to happen. I think interesting days ahead, but we will actually have more after Thursday's visit, which a lot of residents in Alex are looking forward to.
What do we know about this Alex renewal project? Because we've got both sides now saying that they're going to investigate and audit this. We've got the DA saying they want to know what happened to the money. We've got the Premier sort of spearheading that investigation as well. And depending on when this project was initiated, it could end up back on the footsteps, on the doorstep of the governing party at the time.
Of course, I mean, what David Makhura actually told the media, he said that this is a project that was meant to benefit the people of Gauteng. He mentioned some of the success stories that they've had. They've built clinics, they've built schools around that particular area. They also extended roads, they built bridges, rightfully so. But on the other side, then you have issues of private property owners that apparently then interdicted the progression of this particular project. because then these houses, some of these houses that were supposed to be built, apparently they were going to be built on private property land. So those are some of the issues that he actually mentioned. But then it remains to be seen what's going to come out of this audit report. We don't know how long it's going to take. It's interesting again to see both sides, ANC and DA, saying that we're going to investigate, and then I guess there's going to be some interesting comparison in that.
We're going to have to leave it there, but thanks very, very much indeed for following this story. So the next milestone really is Thursday, when the president is going to arrive in the area.
Absolutely.
Let's see who he is joined by, but it looks like this will run for some time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.